Well, my name is Deida Massey, and I am an author. I am a CEO and founder of Real Beauty Inc. I am a professional makeup artist, and I am a philanthropist. A lot of our girls, in my generation, we had a lot of things, a lot of programs that we could go to and be productive, and also programs were in place for us than they are now. And so having a nonprofit organization as Real Beauty, it helps girls to filter through their social and emotional issues that they're having. It helps girls to have a safe environment, a safe place where they can talk about those issues that they may be dealing with externally or internally. You know what, growing up here in Chicago was pretty amazing. It really was. It's interesting you said that. A couple of weeks back I was thinking about how I used to sit on the front porch, and when it would thunderstorm, how I would look up in the sky on my mom's front porch and I'm like, the rain is coming. And it was something symbolic. It was something significant about a thunderstorm and rain. And it just seems different now. Sometimes people think about thunderstorms and they, want to say a storm is something that's bad, or something something bad is about to happen, I guess. But for me, a thunderstorm means a time to purge, a time of washing, a time of healing, a time of renewal. Transitioning from adolescent into a womanhood, it meant a lot. I think most of that took place when I went away to college. I went to Alabama State University in Montgomery, Alabama, HBCU. And that's when the transition from an adolescent to a young woman began, because you are away from home, you're in unfamiliar territory, and you have to get to know not only yourself, but other people, socially and emotionally, is when those steps are being built. It's interesting you say how did you transition from an adolescent to a young woman? Well, in Los Angeles, I transitioned from a young woman to a woman, because then you have to, really make big girl decisions in regards to your future. And whatever decisions that I made at that point, I knew it would affect my future and my destiny. And so I had to be very strategic and very careful in planning, my life, because I just took a big step. I just quit a job that people are so familiar with in terms of complacency, in terms of monotony. We don't want to take that kind of risk, you know what I mean? Finding your purpose and discovering your passion is what makes you whole. That's just my opinion. I went out there and I couldn't find a place. I was looking at all these places in Los Angeles. A young lady had accompanied me who also had aspiration to live there. And at the last moment, I went to a 7-Eleven probably to get something to drink, and picked up a magazine, and they said an apartment was available. And the apartment was around the corner from the 7-Eleven that I was picking up a drink. And I called the landlord. They were like, oh, we're here at the apartment. And I was like, word? I was like, okay, well, I'm around the corner at the 7-Eleven, so I'm gonna come over there and see it. Mind you, I had a flight that was leaving, let's say, at 4:30. It's 12:30. She was like, okay, well, I said, let's fill out the application. Ran to the bank, got a money order for the application fee, filled it out. By this time, after you do all that, now it's almost 3 o'clock. I gotta get to LAX because my flight is about to leave. So I was like, you know what? I said, God, if this is for me, I just gave her the application. I said, I gotta go catch a flight. Was sitting on the plane, Southwest Airlines, and she called and said, the apartment is yours. And I was like, LAX, LA, here I come. Here I come. And the rest is history. Self-empowerment is just always being true to yourself and understanding your value, understanding your worth, understanding it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to, fail sometimes. You just get back up. Just don't stop. It's okay to have those moments where you question yourself and you're trying to figure out some things, because I think self-empowerment is self-reflection. You know what I mean? We all should dream and have something that we want to do. To attain it is another thing. So you have to put the work, which is the plan, in place to attain, to reach the goal, or to accomplish the dream. And in that, you will get discouraged. In that, you will have some fears. But the faith trumps the fears if you just have the faith enough to move forward in it. But what sets you apart is the question. And what sets me apart was my personality. I used to tell people all the time, God don't love Jay-Z and Beyonce more than he loved me. You know what I mean? If they billionaires, 2 billionaires, I could be a billionaire too. You know what I mean? I love what they have done. I love what they have built. I love what they have created. I can do that too. I just gotta do the work. You know, God put me in a room with the right people. You know, set up strategic assignments, you know what I mean, where I can meet the right people, you know what I mean? And he can do it, he will do it. And I met a young woman who, she and I, we became friends. She ended up moving to Los Angeles when I was in LA. And, you know, we kept in touch, you know, kept the friendship going. And when I moved back to Chicago, I started Real Beauty, my nonprofit. And Real Beauty is spelled R-E-E-L. And she was like, what can I do? She was about to move to Florida, and she was like, what can I do to help with Real Beauty? And I was like, she said, what's your vision? And I was like, I always wanted to see Real Beauty in Africa. She was like, really? She was like, let me make some calls. I was like, you know people in Africa? And this was at the time when Oprah opened her school in South Africa, and I thought that was so dynamic. I was like, dang, that's dope. And I was like, I would like to do that one day. And so she called me back. She's like, Deida, I have some people there in Indiana. They're from Africa. They're from Tanzania. They want to meet you. So meet down at the Drake Hotel and get everything you need, because they're headed back to Africa and they can take it back to the girls. I was like, whoa, this is going too fast. But it all worked out. They met me. I sent them back with stuff for the girls, hygienic products and t-shirts for Real Beauty and all kinds of stuff. And we forged a relationship. And so we translated. They had somebody there to translate the curriculum in Swahili. They translated the curriculum. The girls loved it. And we've been going there for the last 4 years every December and imparting and doing our workshops there. After going to Africa for 4 times consecutively, I was like, I want to move back to the motherland. What gets me up every morning is to know that I have an opportunity to change the outcome of the day. Expecting the absolute best from God, and knowing that I can get a call one day because I want to move into producing and features, documentaries and things of that nature. So expecting a call that could change the trajectory of my life. Every day is different, and we just have to have a spirit of expectation, expecting new every day. Hi, my name is Deida Massey, and you are watching Urban Broadcast Media.